So we have a couple of former USC football players here. They're never former Trojans, only former players. Khaled Holmes, who played center here, and Keith Rivers, who played linebacker. How you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing awesome.
Doing well. Great to be back at home on campus where you're a Trojan for life.
Nice. Well, thanks for stopping by. Let people know how they can follow you guys on Twitter and stuff, if you guys do. Big social media people.
Yeah, so my Twitter handle and my Instagram is just my name, Khaled Holmes.
Twitter handle is Rivers55.
Nice. And what do you guys think?
Importantly, actually, you should follow us on our new tailgate.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, so we're going to plug that on the live show.
We're interrupted right now, so just chit chat amongst yourselves until we're back up. Okay.
It's like interrupting.
The
live streaming.
I have to tell you, do you know that you were the instigator of
We're actually
one of the
recording
great moments of video, coaches interview videos? Do you know that?
No, which one?
The Lane Kiffin, I'm out of here.
I was the instigator for that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it about my injury?
It was, you were coming back. I gave Lane a softball. It was after the Stanford game. And I said, you're coming back, things look good. And he had instituted in his own mind a rule that you couldn't talk about injuries. So it was you're coming back, things are going to look up, blah, blah, blah. And he had in his head, I can't answer any injury questions. So when I threw him this softball, he walked, that was that famous, I'm out of here. Boom, and he walks off, and everybody's like, what?
That's my contribution.
That was your contribution. I said, Khaled's going to be back, and this team is going to look different with you back.
Yeah. Well, we're recording this now, so if the stream isn't working, we're still recording, so we'll put it up on YouTube and stuff. So let's talk about the venture you guys have going on before we jump into some football.
So working with a company called Honeycomb, which is the parent company of Tailgate, which we are working with. It's a college football app, and it's an opportunity for players to engage with fans, former players to engage with fans, and fans to engage with former players, as well as player to player and fan to fan.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So it's a new social media platform focused on, as Keith said, college football. We're launching with USC and UCLA.
Okay.
We really want to, obviously it's our backyard and it's home base for us. There's obvious connections we have there. But beyond that, it's a great media market to jump into. And there's obviously a passionate fan base, as you know very well. So the fans of USCFootball.com, Inside Troy, they're the perfect folks that we want to get on board in terms of populating the app and having access to players that they wouldn't normally have on any other platform.
So what do they get when they access the app? What comes through for them? What connections can they make?
So the format is similar to, it's like a combination of Twitter and Facebook, and Instagram of sorts, in terms of the types of media you can post and how it feels within the app. Keith and I and a couple other guys on the UCLA side are in the process of onboarding a number of former athletes, former college football players at both schools. So it's a dedicated space to something that people are very passionate about, and that's really what differentiates it from a more general social network.
Can people ask questions or connect with you guys and say, ask you what you think about this or what about that? Is that how it
100%
works?
totally, and that's that's the thing. We want players to really engage with fans as they become fans again. Like, I mean, I'm a former player now, so I'm a fan. So it's an opportunity to, I guess, get somewhat of an expert opinion, and and kind of go back and forth with somebody who may have a little bit more of an inside take, as well as who has a fan take now.
I'm thinking. Have you gotten Lendale White?
Yeah.
involved?
We just had him on the.
Talk to Lendale about that.
Yeah, we had him on I had him on the podcast yesterday. He was hilarious. Yeah, he's always outspoken, so I think he's a good. Yeah.
That would be perfect.
The last time I saw Lendale, he was on the bench after the Stanford game, I think, and I remember telling him, just stay right here for a little bit, okay, Lendale? Just wait here for a minute. He said, oh, well, I wasn't really, I said, okay, I would just recommend you just stay here for a little bit.
So we'll post the links up on USCFootball.com and on our Facebook page on Inside Troy stuff, so that people check it out and everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can always tweet at these guys and stuff. Well, what do you guys think about the current team? Have you guys seen anything? You've been out to practice at all?
There's obviously a lot of excitement. We're ranked number 4 preseason, and I have firsthand experience with preseason rankings, not necessarily having to do with where we end the season, but I think this team has a great core, and they're obviously led by a great quarterback.
Sam Darnold.
How hard is it to be a great quarterback coming back to USC with all those expectations? It just seems like it's not always the easiest. Not always the easiest position to be in. You kind of become such a big star.
I think it's tough, especially at University of USC where there's a lot of expectations. But I think you got a guy in Sam Darnold who's ready to carry on those expectations. And from everything I've seen, he looks and acts like a pro, and I'm excited to watch him. He's one of those players that that makes everybody on the team better.
Me personally, as an offensive lineman, I'll definitely be keeping my eye on those guys. I know they lost some leaders in that room, but they also have some great seniors that are going to step up this year. And Keith and I were kind of talking about it a moment ago. SC's all about the next man up ideology, and I know they're going to do a great job. There's always the talent. It just takes the grit and that leadership from the guys in that room. The O-line, because the O-line, as we know, kind of takes the team wherever they're going to go. So.
Come on. That's a linebacker. We got 35, we got 42, we got 10, we got, come on. We got some dogs again. It almost reminds me of 55, 10, 58, 47, 43. Some good numbers.
Those are all linebackers. They were all very good. Keith was among those.
Well, the offensive linemen kind of accuse Sam of, they say, he has a tendency to make plays a little more dramatic and more exciting. They said there are times they say, I think he dropped the ball purposely, just to, and they said things like, we don't know where he's going. We just know he's doing something behind us. But the offensive line, they kind of have fun knowing that Sam's back there and not always sure what he's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a guy like that, you always have a chance, right? So that kind of lends itself to making guys fight for that extra second.
Right. Turn that time clock off and just block it to the whistle blow.
You stay in the play.
Yeah, he can keep it alive no matter what. Even if you miss your block at first, just keep fighting. You never know if you run the guy up by past him at the last second.
That was last year. If somebody got beat, everybody had the sense that, well, Sam will take care of the first guy. The first guy isn't going to get him down. So now they're playing 11 on 10, and if you miss that guy, you go find somebody else. But
I don't know if you want to depend on that.
Right, but that eventually became their mentality. That no panic, because he's probably not going to get taken down by the first guy. I mean, he got sacked 6 times in 10 games. That's
unbelievable. Incredible athlete, very elusive, and what makes him special is what he can do on the run.
We got like people walking all around. They're signing up for things. Your friends are walking by, saying hello.
Matt Barkley's dad.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. You got to block for him a little bit. When you guys watch these games, I was talking to Lindell White about this the other day.
So you're working with my boy Skipper.
Watch your position.
Yeah,
do you watch Skip?
Oh, yeah,
I watch the defense. He doesn't watch like the regular. Do you guys watch? Like, what do you guys normally watch?
It's weird for me because watching film to me has always been a certain I got to watch this, watch that. But I generally just try to watch the linebackers. But I'm also watching kind of seeing what's going to anticipating what play is going to happen, and then seeing how the linebackers react.
Okay. So you kind of focus linebackers a little bit. Do you go watch the linemen or?
I love to watch the offensive linemen. The TV copy doesn't always lend itself to that, because it follows the ball so much. But I love to watch at least as much as I can, especially on replays when they get the end zone view. In the film room, that's what we focus on as offensive linemen, the end zone copies.
If you watch USC this year, you look at there's the guy from Texas, the guy from Washington State, and 2 kids from Notre Dame that are all considered top 5 or 6 offensive linemen in the country. USC catches basically every great offensive lineman in the country this year. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops.
Nice. Big on big, who to beat hitters, Coach
Big on big. Big on big.
Yeah. The number 55, obviously that's a great tradition at USC. No one's wearing it right now. Is that something you kind of follow? Like, is someone going to get it? Should they give it to a freshman? There's always a debate on the message board about that number.
I followed a lot, just due to the fact that when I got it, Coach Carroll sent out a letter saying, all the 55s agreed, and
wow, so that was a big
that wasn't true, but but no, I do watch it. For me personally, I think it's a great opportunity to be used as a recruiting tool, and really lets them know the country that we're back. It's just kind of how it happened when when I got it. We were officially back, and that year we won the national championship, and that means we're bringing in the top recruits in the nation. And it's no dig at anybody currently wearing, but I just think it should be an opportunity to really let the world know that we're back on the grand stage in a big way.
Nice.
I think the thinking with Cameron was, I think he was given the opportunity, maybe if he wanted to, and I think the thought was, you know what, I'll try to create some buzz about number 35 instead, and that's probably...
And 35 is a great number. 35 is a legacy number.
Yeah.
Scott Ross is a heck of a player, and is always, revered in Trojan football. So, I mean, think about SC, every number is great. And 55 is just one of the amazing numbers that we have.
Have you been able to, pick up on some of the, the Lieutenant Owusu and Porter Gustin? Because those guys are kind of half linebackers, half, defensive ends. Do you get to watch them and see what we think we're seeing?
I'm always watching. I'm always checking out. And, this guy's like half defensive end, so, hybrid defensive end. So I'm always checking, make sure they're setting the edge, and containing the play and putting everything back into the knife, the teeth of the defense. But these guys are great. I really love the way Porter works. I come out here and I always see him in the gym. He's a gym rat.
You see that position has become more and more important at the next level as well. So it's always been important, but the value on placing that position has really increased. In terms of pass rushers, outside linebackers, 3-4 hybrid type guys.
They're so. I don't know if you followed the offensive line so far this fall, but Nico Fala was a center, did a really good job, and then he was kind of in a battle with Toa Lobendon. It looks like they're both going to end up starting Lobendon at left tackle. You see these guys moving around. They were both taking reps at tackle and center. Is that a hard thing to do? Like, is that something you get to do? Is it difficult to try to play those two positions at once?
It's very hard. Center out to tackle is not something that many people can do. It speaks volumes both about his knowledge of the game, his work ethic, and just his athleticism as well. Max Turk is another guy that was able to accomplish that successfully. He's with the Chargers now, so he's still local, but it's not something that happens often.
Gotcha.
Talk about another offensive line issue. Liane has been hurt a little bit, and he got hurt again. And they moved true freshman Andrew Voorhees into that spot. He's been kind of between tackle and guard. How hard is it for a true freshman to start on the offensive line at a place like USC?
It's difficult, and not just on offensive line. It's difficult at any position. Keith can attest to that. It's similar to conceptually. It's similar to a rookie starting in the NFL. When you're playing against the level of competition that you face in practice here at USC, in addition to the schedule who you're facing, it's not an easy thing to do.
Cool. Well, guys, we really appreciate you coming by and everything. This is awesome. Thanks for doing the microphone and all this stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much
thank you. So we'll put this up on YouTube, but then we're going to come up. So hopefully Clay Helton will be here in about 15 minutes. We're going to switch it around. I think we're going to bring Keely up here and stuff. But thanks again for coming by.
Of course, thank you.